It's no secret that Xbox's first-party output hasn't been the best as of late, with games like Redfall failing to hit an acceptable level of quality and heavy hitters like Halo Infinite not quite having the substantial impact that the series had before, but 2024 and beyond is showing quite a bit of promise, with plenty of great-looking games slated to release in the near future. With this feature, we'll be taking a look at 15 of the best Xbox Series X and S exclusives in 2024 and beyond. Please note that we'll be considering console exclusives as well. Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Ninja Theory delivered an emotionally charged narrative with 2017's Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, a game that not only tackled heavy themes like psychosis in an appropriate fashion, but also paved the way for many AA games in the future. The developer is hard at work on the sequel, Senua's Saga, which looks to be one of the best-looking games with its excellent use of Unreal Engine 5. The game will continue the story of Senua as she faces all manner of dangers like towering giants in an Icelandic setting. And we can't wait to dive into it when it releases for Xbox Series consoles and PC sometime this year.
What will I become?
Everwild. Rare is one of the most well-known developers thanks to its ability to consistently deliver innovative games time after time again. Everwild looks to be a really ambitious game for even a developer with such a pedigree, but the development itself hasn't been the smoothest, with multiple direction changes and reboots in just a couple of years. Everwild's release date isn't set in stone at the moment, but it will be releasing for Xbox Series and PC sometime in the near future. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. The Stalker series is marching towards a grand return with the imminent release of Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. GSC Game World's upcoming post-apocalyptic adventure has all the markings of a great sequel, ranging from spectacular visuals to smooth modern gameplay and a brutal post-apocalyptic world. It'll be released for Xbox Series X and S and PC sometime this year. The Elder Scrolls 6. Now that Bethesda has rounded up work on Starfield, the developer will now be focusing its efforts on the next entry in the Elder Scrolls series. Rumored to be set in Hammerfell, The Elder Scrolls 6 will thrust players into a fantastical world, brimming with quests to do, people to meet, and factions to befriend. Much like the case with its predecessors, it's still in the early stages of development, so it's wise to not expect much from the game in the coming months, but we do know that it will be releasing exclusively for Xbox Series X and S and PC. Contraband. Currently in development at Avalanche Studios of Just Cause fame, Contraband is an upcoming co-op game that's set to feature an open world along with systemic gameplay design. It's being built using the developer's in-house Apex engine and will include elements like tactical vehicular combat, among others. If the developer's previous works are anything to go by, Contraband will be a beautifully chaotic game when it releases for Xbox Series and PC sometime in the near future. Marvel's Blade. Likely exclusive. Arcane Studios has announced that it is working on a Marvel-licensed game called Blade, but all we've seen from the studio is a brief teaser showcasing its art style. The gameplay will be in a third-person perspective, which is a big departure from Arcane's previous titles. We also know that the game will feature an original story, but details other than that are clouded in mystery at the moment. Marvel's Blade will be released for Xbox Series and PC sometime in the future. There may be a PlayStation 5 release, but nothing is confirmed at this point. Clockwork Revolution. Clockwork Revolution is the latest project from inXile Entertainment. It's a game set against the backdrop of a steampunk city by the name of Avalon, and you must embark on a journey to free the city from its many troubles. The gameplay is best described as a mix of Prey and Fallout, and it looks amazing to say the least. Clockwork Revolution is slated to release in 2025 for Xbox Series consoles and PC. OD. Hideo Kojima's Kojima Productions recently announced its upcoming project OD, which is being developed in partnership with Xbox Game Studios. OD is a survival horror project that will leverage cloud technology to create a unique experience that's apparently against the current of modern gaming trends. It'll also be using Unreal Engine's metahuman technology for facial models and animations, and the trailer definitely looks impressive. With its cryptic messages and awesome visuals, OD will be released for Xbox Series X and S and probably on PC sometime in the near future. State of Decay 3. State of Decay 2 might not have had the perfect start, but Undead Labs was able to turn the game's fate around with a consistent influx of meaningful updates. With State of Decay 3, the developer will most likely be taking important lessons from its past pitfalls and will deliver a game that's bigger and better than what came before in almost every regard. Not a lot is known about it at the moment, so we're keeping our fingers crossed for now. Perfect Dark. A number of developers are hard at work on a Perfect Dark reboot, a game that will supposedly tell an eco-sci-fi story in a futuristic dystopia. The announcement trailer doesn't give much away, but it definitely looks intriguing nevertheless. It's also in the earlier stages of development, so it's going to be quite a bit of time before we get to see more about the gameplay and other details. Perfect Dark reboot releases for PC and Xbox Series X and S sometime in the near future. Fable. Playground Games have been delivering one racing hit after another, but the developer is also entering uncharted territory with the upcoming Fable reboot. The announcement trailer showcased a fantastical world brimming with thick jungles along with a generally sarcastic tone in the writing department. Much of what the game would entail is still shrouded in mystery, so we will be keeping an eye out for when Fable will release for PC and Xbox Series sometime in the near future. South of Midnight. Compulsion Games, the team behind We Happy Few, is working on a dark action-adventure game called South of Midnight. It takes place in a dreary world dominated by all sorts of creatures, and the story will put players in the shoes of Hazel as she rises to the call of duty when her hometown is invaded by evil. Gameplay details are scant at the moment, but the art style and concept look pretty impressive nevertheless. Towerborn. Towerborn is all about embarking on an epic adventure with your friends in a highly stylized environment that pops brightly with color. It's a 2D game with a simple combat loop, but Towerborn will also feature elements like different enemy types and consistent player progression in an effort to make it a fresh experience. Towerborn is being developed by s.t.a.l.k.e.r and will be releasing for Xbox and PC at some point in the future. Robots at Midnight. Robots at Midnight revolves around the protagonist Zoe trying to regain her lost humanity in a brutal world inhabited by all manner of mechanical monstrosities. Featuring a cartoony art style, Robots at Midnight's gameplay is all about exploring the vast world and fighting a whole host of different robots that stand between you and your goal. It looks simple yet solid, and Robots at Midnight will be releasing for PC and Xbox Series consoles at a future date. Starfield: Shattered Space. While Starfield is far from a perfect game, it was a compelling space odyssey with plenty of merits to its name. Fans are obviously having a good time exploring the furthest reaches of space, and Starfield is set to receive an expansion in the form of Shattered Space sometime this year. The DLC will include new story content, locations, gear, and much more, so there's quite a bit to look forward to with this expansion. Project Odyssey. Developer Blizzard is hard at work on a survival game that's currently codenamed Project Odyssey. Details on what the game might entail are shrouded in mystery, but there are rumors that it would include first-person combat and a cartoony art style similar to Overwatch. It's quite some ways out from release, so it might be better to not expect much information to be released in the coming months. But it is definitely something worth looking out for. According to rumors, it may be coming to Xbox and PC. Ark 2. Ark Survival Evolved was an excellent survival game that managed to capture the hearts of thousands upon thousands of loyal fans. And Ark 2 looks to be building upon that already established goodwill with a star-studded cast of Hollywood actors like Vin Diesel and a bevy of improvements in the gameplay department. Ark 2 will be released in 2024 for Xbox Series and PC. That's all for now. If you enjoy what you saw, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe. We upload brand new videos every single day. After subscribing, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time, right here on GamingBolt.